Did I tell you guys I used to play in a peach field? So when I was really little, my dad rented this house, and it was on this little piece of property, and on like right behind that piece of property was a huge peach field. So obviously, like, I'm an elementary school age kid. So what did I do? I played like a monster in that peach field. That peach field was my playground. I have climbed so many peach trees. It is not even funny. I just used to run and run all around those things. I rode go-karts through those things. The workers were super, super sweet. A lot of them didn't speak a lot of English, but they were always really nice to me. And if I came across them while they were picking peaches, they would just give me peaches. Like, they would just be like, oh, here, small child, take all these peaches. And I'd be like, heck yeah. And we'd make fresh peach cider. It was so yummy. And do you want to know a funny story? It's funny, but it's also kind of morbid. There was a huge graveyard. I almost said church. Let me specify that the church was normal sized church. Huge graveyard. Absolutely massive graveyard. And it was right across the street. And this was like a very weird place because it was like in the absolute middle of nowhere. So like imagine the intersection of two roads in the absolute middle of nowhere. There's nothing else around for miles. On one side of the road, there's just a huge cow field. And then where it intersects with the other road, one side of it is a church with this massive graveyard, and the other side is a house with this big peach field behind it. So we had a storm. Actually, I'm going to tell this story another way because I think it's funnier this way. So I'm a little kid, and I was in a production of Alice in Wonderland. And the director had asked us if we had any fake flowers to bring them in, because part of what they were doing for the set construction for Alice in Wonderland is they built all these set pieces and they covered them with fake grass, and then they were stapling fake flowers all in the grass. Some of you probably already see where this is going. So little baby me is doing my thing. I'm playing in the peach field. And I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy because it's been storming really bad and I haven't been able to get in the peach field. I haven't been able to play outside because it's been storming. And I come across these pretty fake flowers just sitting in the middle of the peach field. And I'm like, what the heck? And I remember that I was asked that if I had any spare flowers, like fake flowers, to bring them in. So I'm like, so I go back inside and I get a basket and then I start running around the peach field and I'm like, oh my gosh, there are so many fake flowers here. Where did they come from? And I gather all of these fake flowers and I bring them to my parents, like all proud of myself. Like, please let me remind you guys, I'm literally in elementary school. I'm trying to remember exactly how old I was. I was like maybe like 9, 10, if I remember correctly. Like little. I'm all proud. I'm like telling my parents, like, look, I found all of these flowers. And my parents were like, we're just gonna throw these away. They had to very gently explain to my child brain where the flowers had come from and why it was inappropriate to then use them to decorate for the local theater play of Alice in Wonderland. Runie played Lara Croft, the grave robber. No! I didn't mean to. It was an accident. The government doesn't want you to know this, but the flowers at the graveyard are free. You can just take them. I have over 400 bouquets at home. Yeah, that's basically what I did. But I genuinely, I was still so young that my brain wasn't good at like connecting dots. So my brain only went as far as like, there's fake flowers in the peach field. It didn't go as far as to say, wait a minute, is it possible that these fake flowers blew over after the storm from the graveyard that's right across the road? It didn't go that far. So like I was just so excited that I found something and thought I was being helpful. Anyways, my mom still laughs about it sometimes.
My fellow brothers, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, remember these timeless words. as we can.